That game we saw blue side win game 1.
You're right. So this
So
could
if
be
it
on for
turned
a
out to be a
2-0.
1-1,
Yep. If
yeah,
it's a 1-1, that'll
so
totally
far,
ruin this for all time. But if it's a 2-0, it maintains it.
yeah, I think that game turned out to be a stomp for sure as we got through it, ending very quickly, just after 20 minutes. But we could see a lot of shifts as we get into game 2, and we are in game 2's draft. Caitlyn being banned out, the Viego respect ban. I think we can all agree that Impro is really looking his strongest on the Viego so far in the LCC season 2. Rise respect ban coming out. Lux will make it through for Fia as Seraphine is taken away.
Yeah, fascinating here.
Malawi ban
And
remains.
so Matt's alt accounts keeps their bans, but iteration from League of Liquor. But League of Liquor picks it away from Matt's alt accounts. So
The
Fia will
immediate
not get
Lux.
to play Lux. And we'll have to see what they play into it. What's their answer? This, of course,
Yeah,
could be a
I
Lux
kind of like
ban.
this iteration, making use of their first pick as almost a second ban as they take away the Lux.
And Matt's alt accounts will hover here, and it's going to be the rel locked in. I just want to shout out, Jason. You know what we didn't talk about that happened last game? We didn't have a
Yeah.
single error in pick ban.
Shout out to
Beautiful,
the players.
flawless pick ban in game 1. Let's see if we get all the way through game 2. Ezreal Lux, that looks like an oppressive bot lane. And Rel, Zach left up. TJ was saying that the Zach could be banned out. So they picked the Zach into Sion. It's going to be probably the same Zach Sion matchup if I had to guess. Of course, this could be a Zach jungle still, so we'll see.
Yeah, we could see the swap away, but after the way the game 1 went, I really think this is already Zach locked in for the top side. And I think Zach Rel is kind of an interesting combo, a little bit of anti synergy potentially. Zach lets bounce, pulling them away from Rel's Magnet Storm. Hopefully they can play that one well together. In another supportive bot lane coming out, we have Lux Ezreal for League of Liquor. This is likely going to go down to Bassoon and Dahl. Dahl facing off against Fia with their main Jace coming through for Matt's alt accounts. Dropping the gauntlet with some NA Jace.
Jace is really interesting to me because this could be just an issue. We were saying how there haven't been any issues, and that could be a problem. But they instantly banned Belveth. So I don't know. Is this practiced? Is this prepared? There's no hover here.
I'm not aware if it's prepared, but it's definitely going to go through as we don't see any
And it's a
gentleman's
missed
agreements and the
ban.
fix. Oh, we spoke too fucking soon, Ian. Why did you jinx it?
Well, I
Son of a
don't.
gun.
This is what I mean. See, when stuff like this happens, I'm not sure what's going on. It is a missed ban. Let's see what League of Liquor
He's
does.
talking to his mom.
Oh
Oh,
my
unfortunate.
gosh.
Yanked by mom.
So the pick
Welcome to
comes in
season
now.
2 of the LCC Jinx ban from League of Liquor. Not wanting to see that come through again. As Matt's alt accounts will be picking their AD carry and jungle with their last two. Let's see what they drop. This will be Misfortune, so we're saving our last pick for the jungle. I believe that will be for Impro.
Ganked by mom. GBM. Holy crap. It happens here in the LCC. It can happen anywhere. Maokai
Last
is
three
pretty
choices.
much insta-locked here for League of Liquor. And they said, "Ah, fuck it, dude. I'm not playing. I'm not playing Jarvan. Give me the Maokai." Azir, another scaling mid. I like the Azir a little bit more than the Victor. I think it does everything Victor wants to do, but it's got the CC, the Shurima Shuffle, and a little escape. I like the Azir. I think it's a good pickup here. We'll have to see how Practice Hope is on it. And Diana is the hover, so that's the lock-in. So the question is, where does this Jace go? Who's playing jungle? What's top?
Looking to see if our sexy and Fia can pull out some kills on the bot side. Perhaps they're going to need to wait for 6, as you mentioned. These early lanes or early waves could be a power point for Bassoon and Dahl, just pushing them out. But if they step forward just a little too far, be watching for Fia to crash down on top of them.
Oh my gosh, Chestnut redeemed a touch grass. Okay, Chestnut, remind me of that at the end of the game. I'll go touch some grass. Okay.
I was trying to get you to leave right now.
Well, for
I've done that
right
before.
now, I gotta be a gamer. Okay. I can't touch
Yep.
grass.
I can't take over the spectator, so you will have to do that for me.
We got a game, boys. Let's go. We got LCC action
We have a
tonight.
Cole purchase coming out. I don't think I noticed that last game if he purchased a Cole, but Matt Apex starting with a Cole on Scion for this match. We're having a run back in the same lane. I think this is the first time we've seen a direct run back in the LCC season 2.
Yeah, and Fia and
Exciting to
Sexy
see.
doing the same thing they did last game as well. So a lot of similar tendencies. No invade, the early warding going down. It's a handshake. You know, too much level 1 shenanigans in week 1 and 2. Week 3, let's just play the game. Let's get to the lane phase.
Perhaps take note of this early move from our Sexy and Fia. They've done this in their last 2 matches, sitting in the early the wave bushes, letting Impro do his jungle start alone or with assistance from Duck. And we'll see if they decide to catch the wave to try to bounce it away from themselves. I don't think they need to, since they poke lane from Bassoon and Doll, perhaps trying to catch them out on entrance to
Bassoon
the
and
lane.
Doll faking a leash here. Actually, very interesting. We'll see if this ends up in a punish, as they are going to come to lane late. So it looks very much like, and red pings are down. So Matt's alt accounts does think that it's a bot side. Fia lands a nice W here onto Doll. The double up on from our Sexy, and Bassoon trying to trade back, but that is a one trade. Absolutely for Matt's alt account. So already a nice early start.
Close to a double up on the Doll there, but the lane will stabilize for a moment.
And I want to see Doll. I want to see Doll and
first.
Bassoon like autoing as much as they can. And level 2 is hit here for Matt's alt account, so they should back up a little bit. Feel with it.
Yeah, I think they may be a little shaken off of the pressure level 1. I agree. They want to be pushing this wave out. They don't want to be playing from under their own tower. They really want to have our Sexy and Fia playing from under their tower.
Yep, and there's Doll's first E of the match. It does land, so nice little bit of damage. That should soften them up a little bit, and that passive feeling is beginning to come through, so evening out.
Duck starting off low, same as last time. Mad Apex pushing the wave into his tower. Much less of a CS advantage for Mad Apex. Stretching strikes, going to keep trading for himself, using his what is it? I don't even know what the actual is. That part of Cell Division that he gets the passive healing? I think it is.
Oh my gosh, our Sexy landing another double up though, bot side. So they're Bassoon and Doll beginning to push in here for League of Liquor, but Matt's alt accounts have definitely stabilized to an extent. Duck might have his passive popped. I can't quite tell. No, he's gonna get good healing here. So, oh my gosh, and Matt is just gonna die here. It's first blood. So looking so good at the start, and Duck is gonna flash over to make
Duck's
sure he.
flash.
Yeah, I don't know. That was. I guess maybe he didn't have passive. I don't know why else he would flash.
He does have Cell Division, but he flashes just to keep that alive for himself.
Both junglers are bot here. Yeah, this is definitely a move from Whisper as the sun comes through. Whisper is here, perfect timing, and Fia and Doll are not in a position. Our Sexy not far enough forward, and the exhaust is going to go down.
Look at mid. We have Impro engaged on the Hope.
Our Sexy is going to get chased out. He should be able to get out, and he might be able to turn a kill onto Doll. No, Doll's okay. Hope, of course, able to escape that mid gank from Empro. Empro just giving it a good old college try, a last ditch effort.
Yeah.
But yeah, losing a kill bot side. That's alt accounts. So League of Liquor finding good plays here. Whisper with a really nice gank and a nice roam.
Yeah, mint bun. Matt, please, but gotta be pleased that Hope has escaped that gank attempt from Impro, not going to blow his flash. Should be relatively safe in this mid lane matchup. Reds backed off of his favored picks, forced onto the Jace, but managing to find more CS than he has in most of his other matches.
Yeah, and I said that
I'm not sure if he's aware
mid
that.
lane, so let's check it out. He's pretty low on mana here. What do you like? Is he looking?
I'm not sure he's aware that you gain mana from auto attacking in hammer form.
I mean,
so that's why Jace mana costs are extremely high, but you can gain mana back from whenever it's safe, switching to your hammer form. Right here, he could be farming mana back.
It does look like Empro and Fia will be taking this early dragon. It's spotted out by Doll, but I don't think the rest of League of Liquor is going to roam over. Hope just pushing in.
They have time. Whisper deciding just to take Raptors. I think they could pressure onto this dragon, but electing to just give it over in favor of keeping themselves strong. I definitely want to see Hope prioritize his own lane instead of roaming to fights that aren't guaranteed this time. I think that's a better angle for them in the long run.
This definitely seems like a learning from that first game where they could have gone to that drag. They elect not to. Hope pushed up pretty far here as Emperor level 4 is going to engage, but he's only level 4. Hope doesn't have to be too afraid of this, and Red's pretty low mana, not enough to do much back. Hope is going to go for the Shurima Shuffle, lands onto Reds as the Twisted Root comes through. Reds is chunked down here now, the Sapling, not enough damage. Hope sitting on just a Doran's Ring, and so Reds is going to survive that.
Available. And overall, they will burn the Shurima Shuffle in return for Red's Awesome Splash. They may be able to collect that later. Maokai, great ganker on the flank, and Red's definitely unfamiliar with this. He could panic and waste his Hammer Form knockaway. Empro walking up 1v3 to these grubs. But I think Matt's
Doll with a beautiful roam, and if you look, Fia is not here yet on the roam, so Doll out roaming Fia here, and because of that, with the additional support, pun intended, they are able to. Matt's alt accounts is able. Sorry, League of Liquor. It's so weird because Matt is on League of Liquor, but League of Liquor is able to pick up the first 3 grubs.
Yeah, perhaps this is the platinum difference. Doll roaming up, finding the timing. Sexy and Bassoon duking it out in the bot side. Gonna find themselves largely even, except for the kill that Bassoon found on the early gank. Let's take a look at the gold advantages across the board. We have a Cull coming out of Matt for Scion, so that will eventually convert in some extra cash for himself.
Yeah, he's only about halfway there though. So still,
other than that, we see small gold advantages for Bassoon on Ezreal and Hope on Azir. And that will comprise our difference in the 11,500 gold that League of Liquor has to the 10.7 of Matt's alt accounts. No, sorry, I have it backwards. No, I was right.
It's roughly a 1k gold lead. Hope is looking to press Reds again here, and really starting to stick the advantage. Up 12 CS already. Bot lane is definitely spicy though, as Sexy and Fia are looking, now that Sexy has the ultimate, but a really nice Essence Flux into Arcane Shift to make sure that a lot of that Ezreal damage comes through. Bassoon showing he's adapted. He's full on a carry player now.
Yeah, he doesn't have his highest performing Ashe, but we have seen this is his second game on Ezreal, and he's looked strong on the pick. Definitely able to put out some damage and stay safe on his own as Doll roams.
When I've played with his Ezreal, I think it's been really good. So these are definitely his 2 champions to look at. But Whisper and Empro finding each other here on the Scuttle. Empro is level 6. So this could be a big all-out brawl as Doll and Bassoon look to fight over the Scuttle. Emperor smites it, so they pick it up, but Fia lands a nice knockup, and Sexy will channel his ultimate, but it now misses all as Whisper goes in onto Emperor. The damage from Diana isn't able to come through as the Moonfall is cut short, and Fia has to flash out. Borderline 1 HP as Bassoon will get the last tick, and now finally a couple skill shots do miss. And Sexy walks out, but that's 2 for 0, and League of Liquor with a great fight on the bot side Scuttle. Even though Empro picks up the smite, League of Liquor
Can you give us a bit of a replay on that one and highlight Empro? They mistakenly missed a flash to try to jump over the wall. That kill giving over onto Bassoon, that red buff is what allows them to kill Fia, so that missed flash really not looking good for them in that play.
Oh, yeah, we see it right there in the instant replay. Yeah, nice pickups. Yeah.
So, brawl on the bot side. Hope declining to roam this time, as we saw him do in last game. Duck engaging on a Mad Apex after dropping low. He's going to drop less bounce and will take down Mad Apex again.
You're ahead of me after the replay. Speeding up.
Oh, go back to live. Holy shit. All right.
Okay, I'm at 9:45. I just gotta watch it from here. Yeah, Duck and Matt are brawling it out. He does exactly what Jason says. He drops less bounce and he gets a solo kill. It looks like Hope could be in trouble
bottom,
here.
look
It
bottom,
might
look
be
bottom.
bot side. Dahl is going to land a bind into ultimate. They find one. Our Sexy flashes forward. Bassoon with a massive health advantage as the W is going to land and the snipe comes through. So the League of Liquor bot side pulling it together here as 4 kills for this Ezreal.
Yeah, nice play out of Bassoon and Dahl, making the most out of this Lux takeaway. Can you zoom back to live so that I'm actually in sync with you?
Yeah, I'm going.
And then look top side.
Duck flashes topside, and the cell division is going to come out. Matt with a big health advantage, but Duck might be able to get out of this. I'm not sure. W's for the CC. Emperor is here. Can he escape? Meanwhile, League of Liquor is going to be taking Dragon, so they're happy to see Emperor topside. Duck is going to just walk out. Emperor drops the Moonfall in order to ensure it, but yeah, interesting trade. So he saves his top laner and he gives up a dragon. I don't know. Is that what you would do as a jungler?
I think if you're already on the top side of the map, it's you salvage what you can. He would have had to play for a 3v4 bot side fight. Reds was forced to reset. So I think he made the
beautiful
correct choice.
play from Matt as he flashes forward with the shield to do that last bit of burst damage. Really nice timing, and
I
he
like
doesn't
this
die.
angle.
Really nice play.
He engages with his team moving up to the top side, so they have priority to assist him, and he doesn't even have to die for it. Imagine that.
Empro is here, but the rest of League of Liquor are on these Void Grubs. Empro has no Moonfall. He's already half health, and Void is gonna, or Hope is gonna be there to push him off. Nice little Shock Blast landing onto Dahl, but that poke shouldn't be enough to even the health fight. And Empro is going to have to give this up. That's 6 Void Grubs going over to League of Liquor. And we're seeing a lot better macro decision making come out of Whisper in this second game. He looks a lot more comfortable on this Maokai pick.
Yeah, it feels a lot less forced. They're not trying to fight their way into places that they have no business being. They're going as a group. I think Dahl is looking like they've come alive on the Lux pick, much more comfortable than last game. And Bassoon happy to sit alone in the top or in the bot side while Dahl roams up to find these plays. Matt Apex teleporting back top to continue the slap fest. Don't think we're gonna see anything come out of that for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Hollow Radiance and Sunfire first items on these tanks. Yeah, we see League of Liquor looking better this game. Of course, absolutely. I think we've seen 2 games where one team has been able to slowly move into the lead. League of Liquor, this is looking like their game to lose here now that they've got a nice little early lead. So we'll see if they're able to close it out. Of course, Matt's alt accounts had that advantage in the first game. Duck has been played really well here topside though into Matt. I've been extraordinarily impressed with Duck in both games 1 and 2.
He's been playing great, but let's take it we mentioned mid lane as one to keep an eye on. And I think this is Red's best CS game that we've seen so far on a pick that they're not comfortable with, perhaps just focusing on that one thing. 100 CS now at 1338. We have 131 from Hope, which is excellent CS from them. But no kills in the mid lane, not able to pick up that flash that they burned off of his early Emperor's Divide. But got to be happy just allowing themselves to scale. They know that Hope is going to be a strong player in these later fights, not coming to the fights before he's ready. And I think that's a big impact in this game. That's a huge difference that they're just not going to fights that they're not prepared for.
Absolutely. Looking at the gold, he's up CS, but he's down 1,000 gold on this Scion. So this 1 and 2 Scion strat has him up 1,000 gold over his mid laner. And
Cole is now converted. That's coming through for him as well.
Well, I guess we'll have to see what the decision is. Pings from League of Liquor onto the Herald topside, so Hope and Whisper are going to roam over there. Matt is not in a position to help, and there's no teleport, so there could be a collapse, but Empro has a deep dive onto League of Liquor's bot side, and so we could see the fight go down here as Dahl and Bassoon are going to be slowly flanked by this Empro play.
Yep, they have vision of Empro off of this back ward.
So let's see how this dive goes. Let's see if Empro's on a ward. They see Empro there. And this is not a very big... Oh, he lands it. The Moonfall is through, and Dahl is destroyed. Bassoon misses Empro with the ultimate, but it's not enough anyways.
Yeah,
Our
really
Sexy's
well
here, continuing the dive under tower. Bassoon is trying to output as much damage as possible. and it ends up being
Yeah.
they get out successfully. Wow. Meanwhile, they
Oh,
put
700 gold shutdown goes on to Fia. Again, wanting to be the solo carry for their team. Mid tower goes down for Hope. Great dive execution from Matt's alt accounts, instantly blowing up Doll, and then coming back around to make sure that they don't let Bassoon walk out either.
yeah, at the same time as that dive was happening, League of Liquor put Herald mid lane. So a trade here. We get kills for mid tower. The gold stays at about 2k, but it comes in different forms, and this is what can get our sexy rolling in this game. This Misfortune with 2 kills here, and it was a little shutdown onto the 4-0 Bassoon. So definitely
I'm
an
curious to see how
angle
the lane
emerging.
assignments shake out after this mid tower's gone down. We could see our sexy and Fia move to the mid lane to provide more pressure.
Oh, Fia is
Whisper
caught
with a
out here.
twisted stance onto
Whisper
Fia.
finding, but able to crash down out, more like crash out, and get away from that engage. They're going to set up saplings here, and this could be just another dragon going over to League of Liquor as they're all there. Matt's alt account's not in a position to contest this. Emperor and Reds are not here.
We'll watch it go down, but they're going to want to reset and go back to their lanes. Looks like Hope's going to return to mid, and Zal and Bassoon will continue to match our sexy and Fia on the bot side. Both towers still looking relatively healthy, about half HP in the bot side. But we can expect to see Hope pushing even further and potentially looking for roams now that they can push the wave and get ahead of Red's Awesome.
Emperor's here over the wall, level 10, looking to engage. That Q's going to miss, but the binding from Dull does not, and so the Lux damage coming out chunks down to half, and Emperor decides better of it after that. Topside, there's a teleport onto a minion.
A Malignance Rush from Doll. I'm not personally a fan of that. I don't think Malignance is that great of an item, but it will allow for way more Lux ults. The top lane, the fight continues. I'm curious to see what their damage is doing. They're fighting nonstop.
And their items are doing
fight.
damage to each other too. Yeah, it's a lot. Hope here now looking to get really oppressive. The forward percentage just climbing as we get later into the game. There's still League of Liquor still only about 2k gold up, but turret down in their face. Emperor has struggled now to find a good gank. On
Maybe finding one onto Hope, defending his own tower. Red's under half HP, but Emperor on vision. Hope can react to this himself. Looks like he will decide just to walk out. Emperor potentially looking for the 1v1 engage onto Hope.
Yeah, and the Moonfall
Ultimate
does
drop.
come down, but it's not going to be enough. The Shurima Shuffle sidestepped by Emperor, but look at all that return damage from Hope on the way out. So it's an even trade at the end of the day. Both ultimates used. Yeah, these two collegiate teammates having a lot of respect for each other from past glory days.
Yep, Matt happy to take down the tower topside. He will continue his shenanigans, but will be 1v2 in the enemy jungle.
Nice
Emperor fighting him.
Emperor. Yeah, Duck and Emperor, they should be able to win this, right? There's no
that's
ultimate.
bounced.
There is a flash.
Trying to bait out the dive behind him.
Oh, he fails the flash over the wall at the last moment. It was a good effort, a good try.
Oh,
it won't be there. Oh, he might get. He buys the trade. He gets the trade on the Emperor.
Will bring him down using the red buff. We have an engaged bottom. The hit of death there. What happened?
No, it was just the kills top and jungle. There was the ultimate used from our sexy, but no kill found. Flash is coming out of Bassoon and Doll, but not able to find any actual damage. They both walk away pretty healthy after expending their flash.
Yep. Who is going to be able to answer Mad Apex Scion this game? We have a Misfortune building lethality and a Jace doing the same. Perhaps and Emperor even not building DPS. He's gone for early burst with a Lich Bane potentially going into a Gnasher's Tooth here. I think it could be tough to bring down Mad Apex, even though Duck's having a successful lane against him if he decides to show up to these fights. However, it is Mad Apex, and we know that he does not show up to fights anymore. We saw that one Alawi game, and will no longer do it.
I do want to say, I think I think we give him a pretty hard time when he dies in the side lane and we meme him for good deaths.
Yeah.
That death was a good death. That was actually like a well played, good fight. He got the trade. He did good. It was Scion. It was Bull. He was doing Scion things, but that was good. That's the type of pressure that his team needs. He was able to 1v2 for like 45 seconds. Empro now, I am going to call that what it is, and that's an int under a Azir Tower. A beautiful engage from Whisper, followed up with the ultimate to make sure that the flash out doesn't matter. And it's a double kill for Hope. They're on to the tower here, and so it will fall. Fia and R-Sexy are going to try and turn it. An engage here onto R-Sexy. He's too far forward. He has to flash out.
All times
he wants
available.
This front to back. A nice little crash down lands, and the bullet time comes through. Whisper should burn here, and he will go down as R-Sexy picks up his third of the match, so they at least get one in return. It's 2 for 1, and the whole time, you know who's not there? Mad Apex. He's in the bot lane pushing. He's onto the second tower now. So as these fights extend, these longer fights, he loves it.
Yep, and he will just use his unstoppable charge to leave. Happy to have 6 Void Grubs on his side of the map this time, making the most of it to push the side lane. He will bring 4 to him, but not going to make a lot of difference.
Blast Cone's over, but it could be too little too late. Oh my gosh. He's caught Dahl with a beautiful bind and and is able to capitalize. And Empro is demolished.
And Mad Apex will TP back down to the bot side for tempo. Perhaps a lack of patience from Empro taking that blast cone, and will be punished. Nice light binding from Dahl. And Mad Apex will start himself another 50-second long fight with Fia and Duck. I think Fia needs to get out of here. Duck's the only one that can really fight Mad Apex at this point in the game. He's got a completed Hollow Radiance and Jock Show. So it's going to take just 9 years to bring him down.
The rest of League of Liquor is going to look as well as Hope finds Fia on the backside of this fight. 3-0 now with Nashers and Leandres. And it looks like Reds is going to decide to split push, but the rest of his team wants to fight. There's an engage here from Duck and Empro, but Dahl and Whisper are able to bait this out. Matt is going to come in from the back. R-Sexy could find Hope on the side here. Empro and Matt, it's a split fight.
Times
Duck
available.
far
We're stuck in the jungle.
Forward. R-Sexy finding himself stranded with no ultimate. The Shurima Shuffle misses, but it's not needed. He will burn down. And League of Liquor moving even further ahead. It's roughly a 5k gold lead here. A nice little Twisted Root here from Whisper. They decide not to engage. The ultimate is used from Scion to keep Duck here. The Cell Division comes out, and Hope and Matt should be able to kill this Scion. But Empro, Fia, and Reds are here for their teammate. Duck does go down. The Crashdown lands onto Matt, but the Scion is where he wants to be in the fight. Bassoon's Ezra ultimate misses, and Fia too far forward here. Matt will pick up another kill. That's 3 now onto the Scion as Reds Jace is another Twisted Advance lands. Whisper is deep in there. The Lux ulti a beautiful triple kill in the bullet time from R-Sexy. Just a gorgeous wombo combo setup. It's a 4 for 3 team fight, all turned around last minute by the R-Sexy Misfortune ultimate. What a play. Holy cow.
I think we've got a minute. Let's get a replay on that one.
No, that was way too long. We'll watch that at the end of the game. That was like a 3-minute fight. I'm not replaying that.
No, I just mean the end where we saw the Dahl ultimate over the top, and then the response with the sad bullet time.
Here's the replay. Yeah, Fia just ends up a little too far forward. R-Sexy coming straight from base, looking for the setup. Empro is here, just waiting for the right angle. The ultimate comes through. The bullet time is there, though. And right as Ezreal Arcane shifts out, picked up. So, Bassoon dropping again here. Yeah, nice play.
Yeah, not where they want to be, but Matt's alt account's able to put the gold where they want it. R-Sexy picking up a triple kill on that fight, now bringing themselves a 6-2-1 with 9,800 gold against the 8,700 of Bassoon. Let's see what they're able to pick up on this back. They have 900 gold. Could be finding the completion of their last Whisper, and that will come through.
I've got a call in chat. That may have been a throw. Do you think that was a throw? Is it 4 for 3?
I think it's absolutely an angle back into the game for Matt's alt accounts, but they haven't thrown it all the way to home base. It's still in their hands.
6 kills here for R-Sexy. He's got to be the main
Hope could be caught
priority
out
target.
here. He needs to jump across the wall, and he
Hope.
will. Impro
Oh, the
following
Moonfall is
across.
still there, though. Dahl landing the ultimate. The Shurima shuffle to try and get out of harm's way. Empro very low. He goes down. Magnet Storm across all three, but there's not enough damage. Bassoon is there to claim the fight. Arsexy shows up. Another bullet time. It's two. Bassoon will be the third. It's another triple kill as Matt's ult accounts looks to hunt down the fight. But guess what? Matt is taking the base. Whisper is going to try and stop Bax here. It won't
Duck
be
will
enough.
teleport back to base. Let's bounce onto Matt. The tower goes down, and he's going to try to hold him down while RSXE moves. He's looking to stand behind him so he cannot use his unstoppable charge.
I can't tell
Yep,
where to
just gonna
watch
walk
though.
with him.
Fia and Whisper or Matt, Duck, and Arsexy. It looks like Matt is going to ulti onto Arsexy, so that's the Scion ultimate used, and a nice little knockup might get him out. Fia is still alive here on the other side of the fight, so both of these fights are so long.
Flash forward for a plant. They're back. They're remounted. They could crash down over the wall to get away from Whisper.
It looks like Matt is going to get out. Yep, Matt is going to blast cone out. Is Fia able to get out? Whisper can't find enough damage here on this full tank Maokai. There it is. It's finally enough. So Fia drops. Oh my gosh, a hilarious 30-second
re-engage
fight.
from Impro, but Hope is here.
Yeah, Emperor's the only one. His team is not here. Reds are sexy. They're not there. And a flash Bramble Smash. Whisper picks up the kill. And now no juggler. This is an easy decision as Matt's ult accounts are just going to turn to the Baron. Man, we talk about throws.
Our team is 4 people on Baron. We're going to teleport bot. I'm Scion.
This is all on Arsexy.
Answer.
Arsexy needs to find the bullet time, but there's no true angle in as Matt's ult accounts will lose the Baron. League of Liquor pick it up here. And guess where Matt is?
Grass invested, but they're happy to do that. Matt pulling pressure to the bot side, but I think this is not the timing for it. He's going to go down for free here. 4 answer, and Dragon is up. Hopefully his team will take it while he's dying, and that will make it a good.
It's an interesting choice, but it guarantees that his Baroned up team is able to go and get Chemtech Soul. That's their 3rd Chemtech Dragon. Jason, for all of our new viewers, what does Chemtech Dragon do?
Chemtech Dragon deals more damage the lower health that you are, and I believe gives you more resistance as the lower health that you are as well. So it's very powerful for somebody that's like a Scion that wants to just fight for a long time and duke it out and battle at low HP. I'd say it's not as effective for other characters such as Veer, Lux, and Ezreal.
Okay. And the Chemtech is also what makes all of these plants so big, right?
Yes, that is correct. It the elemental map will give you empowered blast plants, scrying plants, and what's the other one? Just
the little honey fruits, right?
The honey fruits.
Yeah. They give a shield, right? Don't they? I think.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
They give you a shield that is persistent for quite a while. They're pretty effective. We saw Impro utilize them earlier on the Herald fight. He was just picking them up as he took damage, and they were keeping him virtually the same HP. There are lots of power in these plants. You go twice the distance from a Chemtech blast plant. As Fia may be caught out here, will be able to walk away.
Yeah, Whisper and Hope were hunting, but Bassoon and Dahl were a little bit too separated, so they don't pull the trigger. They keep Matt bot. What's your opinion? Are they going to keep him bot until he's able to pick up this inhib?
I think he's going to continue looking at this inhib as long as it takes. They have to send an answer, and it's the fastest way for him to apply pressure. He's going deep with this fight onto Impro.
Yeah,
He's got his
gets
Titanic
this kill. Impro dies
it.
for an 8th time, 0 and 8 and 6 on the Diana. The rest of League of Liquor is sieging mid now, and it looks like Matt and the rest of his team will pick up inhibs at borderline the same time. Duck engages forward, but Bassoon with a beautiful arcane shift. Fia already down to about a quarter HP. Whisper just looking for the angle from the side, decides to go onto Reds, and that Cell Division comes out of Zach while Whisper zone controls with the rest of his team. Zach will drop and a beautiful secondary find onto Reds. That's 3 down already. Arsexy, the only one left alive. Nothing he can do remaining as he watches the rest of his team and his Nexus slowly dissolve. League of Liquor pick up a win. It's a 1-1, just like 71% of us said it would be. Not exactly how I thought it would go down. Jason, we got